5, and I'm John Manning with a special local evening report. Heavy rainfall and gale force winds are still ripping through various parts of the UK, with reports coming in that our part may be heading for a 9 or even 10 on the Beaufort scale. We urge our listeners to remain indoors, keep doors and windows shut and barred, and avoid unnecessary travel.
The body? Is it done?
Hello?
Evelyn, your husband, is he taken care of?
Yes, he's... The body's in the bathroom.
Well done. Now, the next part is crucial. You know what to do?
Yes. Oh my God, Harold, I do. I remember the plan. I've collected all the valuables too.
Good. I will be there with the travel documents in an hour.
And then we are done? It's over?
For now, my love, you've done so well. Keep your wits about you, lock the doors, and do not open them for anyone.
I feel like someone has been watching me all along. I can feel their eyes on me. What if someone saw me when I... Or if they heard something? What if they know?
Hush, no. My dear, none of that. Imagination is the great fearmonger. Just stay alert. We will be leaving soon.
Where are we going, Harold?
Far from here.
But where? I'm so afraid, Harold, with all that happened. I shouldn't have done it.
I have told you many times, the less you know, the better off you are. Leave that to me. Just wait for my call. I will call you back.
I shall wait for you. Come quickly.
I will see you very soon.
In other news, police are warning of a spate of violent, often deadly attacks and break-ins across the country. Reports of scoundrels who feign distress and take advantage of the helpless have risen considerably over the last few days as the weather has deteriorated. Any sightings of these ne'er-do-wells should be reported immediately, with police urging people to use the utmost caution if a stranger should knock. This was John Manning. We return now to our regular scheduled broadcast.
Good evening, ma'am. Terribly sorry to intrude, but my car suffered a rather unfortunate mechanical failure down the road due to this relentless storm. I was wondering if you might allow me to use your telephone.
I see. Well, I'm dreadfully sorry, but I'm afraid our telephone is not. It's out of service.
Oh dear. Don't you need to get that? It'll be a quick call, I assure you. And then we'll be on our merry way again. The faster I make that call, the faster we'll be moving on.
But pardon me, sir, please.
Sergeant Foster here, badge number 327. Yes, we run into some car trouble, probably due to the storm. I require alternative transportation, fairly urgent. Understood. Quite a lovely home you have here, madam.
Yes. I'm Evelyn Harrington. My husband is the owner, but he's not.
I'm assuming he's well off, judging by that beautiful ring. Are you all by your lonesome on this stormy night, Mrs. Harrington?
Yes, my husband has been called away.
Must have been awfully urgent. Personally, I wouldn't have left a pretty young woman like yourself. Doesn't he read the news?
I don't.
You seem rushed. Were you planning to leave during the storm too?
Not tonight. I hardly think. The wind is quite fierce.
Looking for something?
Looking for something. Heavens, no. No. Whatever gave you that idea?
Mrs. Harrington? Mrs. Harrington? Mrs. Harrington, you seem distracted, my dear. Your eyes are darting back and forth, seeking something. I just have one more thing to ask of you. If we might use your bathroom. Should only take a minute. Are you afraid, Mrs. Harrington? The light should come back on soon enough.
I'm not fond of the darkness.
And you are wise not to be. I am here. But there are so many very, very bad people out there. Thieves, hooligans, murderers. You really ought to be more cautious about who you let into your lovely home. Now, if you'll be so good, which way is your bathroom? And have you lived here long, Mrs. Harrington?
Yes, for many years. Can I ask what he's in trouble for?
He broke his bail conditions. I'm taking him back to the penitentiary.
What did you do?
He's a suspect in a murder. A few months ago, he is suspected to have killed his wealthy landlady. She was a old, lonely widow.
He's the devil himself, Mrs. Harrington. The light never reaches his eyes. His eyes are always shrouded in darkness. And if I were you, I wouldn't attempt to look him in the eye. Stormy night, much like tonight. He took a knife, stabbed the poor soul, hid the body in storage for weeks. And when we received the distress, could I trouble you for a glass of water? Ma'am, glass of water, please.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Madam?
Yes, water, of course. I shall get some water. Would your friend also like some? Sergeant, I can assure you it's not. I can.
Our moment of departure draws near, I'm afraid, Mrs. Harrington. Oh, I'm sorry. You were saying?
I mean, I can. Given the weather, the weather. I mean, I can assure you a spot of tea.
Water will do just fine.
It's time to go. My dear, you look terrified. What on earth happened? He's still dead, isn't he?
Shh. I've run into someone who wanted company here.
Ah, you must be Mr. Harrington. Nice to meet you, sir.
Harry Harrington. And you are?
Sergeant Foster, on duty today. Taking a prisoner back to the penitentiary. We ran into some car trouble. Your wife was good enough to take care of us during the storm. But our ride is on its way. Any minute now.
Prisoner? What?
Yes, that's him over there. But don't you worry, sir. Oh, incidentally, what possessed you to go out in this weather?
Arranging something rather special. Today is our second anniversary.
Let me guess. You bought a new set of wedding rings. Your wedding ring is missing. Assuming it's a surprise.
You're right. But don't tell her.
Congratulations. Oh dear, where are my manners? Here. Cheers to 100 more years.
Let's talk inside.
Harold? 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 Harold, please wake up. Harold, please.
You and I, we're no different. I know what you've done. You can either stay here and cry, in which case I will be sure to read in the papers how many years you're sentenced to. For this triple homicide. Or you can leave with what you still have.